Hey everybody, it's Gabe from Thinking Outside the Long Box coming at you with a quick review. We haven't done one of these in a long time, but Matt Renwick at our Mallrat screening brought up that we haven't done one in a long time, and it's time for me to get back to him. So without further ado, I will be reviewing Dark Horse DC versus Aliens. I don't think that's really what it's called. I think it's called DC Dark Horse Aliens or something like that. Anyway, it contains a couple miniseries. It contains Batman vs. Aliens 1, Batman vs. Aliens 2, Batman and Superman vs. Aliens and Predator, and Wildcats vs. Aliens. All DC titles going up against the Aliens, and in one case also the Predators. First one, the reason I picked up the whole book is Batman vs. Aliens is written by Ron Mars, and having talked to him at Denver Comic Con, I was kind of interested to see where he takes that particular plot line. And it's pretty cool. It's just, in the jungle, Batman fighting aliens. Pretty straightforward, really fun book, really good. The second one, Batman vs. Aliens 2, leans really heavily on the ideas that are in Batman Resurrection or Alien Resurrection, where the DNA that you add to the aliens creates like new weird different kind of aliens, except for the DNA that they use, obviously, because what else would they do is Joker and Ivy and Scarecrow and Killer Croc and the like. It comes across as incredibly cheesy by the time you get to the end of it. The main villain, of course, being Killer Croc, because his instincts are primal and the aliens' instincts are primal, so he's just like a ball of like primal energy that they have to drop into lava. Something like that. It's corny. The first one is fun, where the second one is like too corny. After that is Batman and Superman versus Aliens and Predators. It revolves around a volcano that the Predators have been living in and intentionally hatching aliens to hunt for their, rite of passage hunt. They've developed their own society within the volcano. But then the volcano becomes active again, thereby releasing the aliens and the Predators. And, of course, Batman and Superman have to work together to get them on a spaceship back into space before a secret government organization nukes the entire site. Just pretty straightforward, superheroes save the world stuff. It's fun. It's a fun read like the first one. It's done in a painting style that is really pretty gorgeous. The art on this of the 4 different titles that are in the book is definitely the best art. I really enjoyed the look of it. The book, the story itself was just kind of, that's superhero stuff. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, pretty normal. Like I said, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like something that I'm gonna, scream to my friends about that they absolutely have to read or they can't go on living. Then the last one is Wildcats versus Aliens. In the 90s, when Image was starting up, Wildcats was one of the really big titles that eventually moved over to DC. I never really got into Wildcats. That was, that period in time was kind of the tail end of my interest in superhero books. As far as the Image titles that were coming out at the time, I was really only reading Spawn and the Max. So I don't have a ton of knowledge or connection to the characters in Wildcats. This may be the greatest Wildcats book of all time, but I just don't know because I don't really associate with the characters at all and don't know any of their backstories or history. It's the most kind of sedately written and the least artful of the 4. I'm not saying that it's a bad comic. I'm just saying that it's not really my cup of tea. Like, it wasn't very interesting. They try to build on some interplay that clearly, like some personal interplay that clearly happened in different comic books. So if you don't know the backstory behind it, it just makes it kind of, well, yeah, I get it. Those people don't like each other because they used to date. Other than that, it's just a pretty standard story. The Stormwatch, which is a satellite in space that watches over the planet, gets infested with aliens, and the Wildcats have to go up and save the people that are on the satellite, and then they launched the satellite into the sun. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. You know, there's aliens here, fight the aliens. So, yeah, that's my quick review of DC Dark Horse Aliens. It's an enjoyable read. Superhero stuff. In general, pretty fun. Not incredibly exciting. If you can hear Aladdin in the background, it's because my daughter's watching it in the next room, so I apologize if that was a distraction. Other than that, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Bink. And also be sure to visit our Patreon page, patreon.com/TOTLB. Bink. And just give us some Patreon donations, because you can watch more exclusive videos where we talk about different subjects at greater length, and as well as talking about things that we don't talk about on the podcast specifically for our Patreon viewers. If you have any other desire to contact us, you can visit us at facebook.com/TOTLB. You can find us on Instagram or Twitter at Outside Longbox, or you can just visit our website, www.totlb.com. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe and join us on Patreon. Bye.